trucks won't be able to threaten kills. And it's a Jin Zhao pick here. It's not like a Viego follow-up, a really set CC. I like the Gragas a lot more because now you have a well-rounded team fighting comp that both protect and attack. Whoa. I overall like T1's composition way more. I think Damwon Kia's comp has somewhat of an identity crisis between mid-game team fighting around Silas Vi and Pix, and also then the Ornn mid-game fighting plus Zeri, who doesn't really want to be doing that too much because she's not going to be able to keep up with Draven. Obviously, Draven very short range, but so is Zeri in the middle of things, self being muted. So we'll see.
We'll see. Let's hop onto the rift for game number 2. Okay, here we go into the game. Game number 2. And Damwon, you know, we talked about stakes coming into this match. Of course, T1 will always stand second. Damwon will always stand fourth, right? Regardless of what happens in this series. But it's really just about setting in everybody's minds what the form will look like for these two teams. And so far, T1 have looked miles ahead of Damwon Kia. The early game, I suppose, you know, if you set that aside and say, oh, T1 got a little bit unlucky with the dive on the bottom side, maybe a little bit overzealous.
I like the way you're thinking.
Plays for 11 years. 5 world champs.
Yeah, in like 2035 it comes back, but that's when Zeus hangs up the mouse forever. Yeah. I was just going to say, like, for me, I was getting a little bit tired of the standard AD tank meta in the top side of the map, so I was really excited when Gragas made a return for a little bit, even though the win rate was bad. And I was kind of happy as, okay.
That's rough. I think someone got 22 gold on that, too.
Yeah, someone show the first strike value, please. Someone click on that rune. It's been pretty insane.
Yeah. We don't have a... Unfortunately, we don't have a carpet space today. Otherwise, they would definitely go ahead and do that. But
he is up 10 CS here.
Yeah, and it's probably that extra gold from the first strike. Let's see what he buys here. Downhill lost chapter already. Oh, never mind. There it is.
He hasn't used any of his dematerializers yet either.
Whoa.
That Doran shield against the auto attacks, though, is okay. Showmaker goes back, buys Control Word, Magic, Amp Tome, and a Mana Crystal. So he's going to be...
boots.
There's the boots, okay.
That's that sad mid laner buy. Not quite enough for Lost Chapter.
Yeah, and the movement speed from the boots isn't going to be enough to dodge those spells, probably. And I mean, Faker, if you get a Lost Chapter on your first buy, you never have mana problems.
Oh, Nuggery! And Zeus doesn't quite have the mana to finish him off, but it's certainly, you know, a little change up from the normal top meta we're seeing, as this bottom lane Prio is going to be used, actually. So the Draven Nautilus, in this case, will work out very nicely. Owner picks up a very early Drake.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of power in that lane, especially when the Vi isn't going to be able to find much into Nautilus, you know, in terms of ganks here early. You don't have Prio mid, and that just continues to be a trend, as we can see here. You don't have Prio mid, and the one lane you have Prio, Zeus almost gets a solo kill in defensively there under turret. So just
100-0 them.
Yeah, also Nuggery has teleport and ult. He could have defensively teleported to the turret and turned that into a disaster.
Little play here, Spirit Rush coming in. Showmaker looking for the solo as he's going to land that Q, but not going to follow up on this one.
Finally, Showmaker with the Spirit Rush steal gets a good trade here in the lane. This is going to force Faker to play very defensively here. 15 seconds before Herald spawn, he has no teleport. This is the right timing to be making an aggressive play like this, getting a little bit of control, getting that first back, so he can finally buy that pivotal first items. Otherwise, sitting on the awkward. Yeah, and for Damwon Kia, cross map is clearing Drake vision and trying to take blue buff.
And face checking a brush. That is a dead Showmaker. And by the way, a lot of stacks here taken for Guma. We'll see exactly how much gold he has in a bit.
Yeah, I didn't actually see how much he picked up there, but he will pick up also the first blood gold on top of that, and some plates here, and the whole damn turret to boot. And You know that meme with the guy with the hands and the trade? I will receive.
Yeah.
You will receive 1 blue buff. I will receive adoration stacks, plates, and a first turret blood. And an extra crash as well. We'll throw that one in if you call in the next 20 minutes. And Guma will be buying a lot of items here. We'll be getting his Mythic online.
3,000 gold ahead already. RT1 as Mythic, not quite, but you know, just early Dirk into Shield Bow into probably Collector. Here's Nuggery in a rough spot. He's looking pretty dead as well. As are the chances right now for Damwon Kia. Not looking very good. Owner is going to collect the kill once again here in game 2.
Yeah, we also is about to beat Damwon here. If Damwon had won their first round and potentially been sent to meet T1 in the semis, like, it is looking like the chances of Damwon Kia making a deep run based on this series alone, not so high.
Well, maybe just a dead Draven as they'll give the kill to Duck Dom here.
Okay, well. Hey, it was a party bush. Somebody cracked the party poppers. They went on Guma. He had flash and cleanse, but didn't use either because he knew he was doomed.
Picks that up. Camp tank here for Zeus, going into the tanky Gragas build. It's been a little bit since we've seen AP Gragas in the top lane. Not really the way of the top lane nowadays.
We saw Night Harvester Gragas for like 2 seconds. It didn't work, and then everyone was just like, nah. Well, this will be a deny of the back. Cask up.
It's like, nah, you're not worth it.
I mean, the thing is, he could just deny it back again. Owner's coming over. They are actually teleporting defensively here. That's the amount of pressure that Zeus has with basically no mana. Like, you have to back, I have to catch this wave. Canyon's here, though.
Okay, we'll see if this amounts to anything. Zeus does have Flash, so he just flashes to his team that was doing Rift Herald. And by the way,
still has Cask.
An entire giant wave is going into Damwon's bottom turret right now. They're losing all of that farm due to the teleport up to the top side here. So T1 managed the wave well, and now they're in position for this. The Cask is a party Cask. Everybody on the side of T1 is drinking well tonight as in comes the dredge line and the engage here as we have Warren on the bottom side. You see Nuggery is trying his best to get something done here and provide a front line, but it's not amounting to too much. As the Rift Herald was taken by Owner, and nobody goes down, but it's still a win here for T1.
Showmaker has just looked so invisible this game, unfortunately, on this Sylas that falls behind. We talked about it in the draft. You find a comp as Damwon Kia, where if the Vi isn't accelerated, doesn't find any value in any of the lane. Damwon Kia, they have no tools.
This is why Prio is so important too, because if you get ahead, your bonuses and what you get feel so much better. Like T1 collecting a free Infernal Drake here, it's massive. I mean, already your carries are doing well. Faker's 30 CS up. Guma got the shutdown early, and now you just get a free Infernal, and it's like, well, that's so much stronger now. Everybody's doing so much more damage. Even Owner's going to be a threat.
Yeah, and this is why Prio drafts are the way of, I wasn't saying the way of the future, the way of 12-14, the way of the present. Zeus still has Cask here. There is a second tanky Rift Herald coming down. I don't know if Nuggery gets out of this one alive.
Not looking good for him. He's going to try to walk it out. Doubt he flashes here because he just gets caught up, and they're just going to feed it to the Draven, who, you know, Guma didn't need that gold, but it feels really good for him. As, okay, we're trying to get on top of an Ahri right now. Duck Dom can barely even auto once. Faker's like, are you guys serious right now?
He has stopwatch, and he's 2 levels up. So I don't know about this one.
This is a 1v3 at the end of all things, as Sylas eventually will come down. And actually, they are able to feed that kill over to Duck Dom.
Yeah, but the base is opening up. You know, it's 4 members of T1 getting an inhibitor turret bottom side. So much time is wasted. As, yes, Showmaker is sidelining on the top side here, but... and he will move forward. It does appear. But that's T1 right now. Faker just did his job.
Oh, how about another kill for the Draven? Looking pretty good as Owner takes it away. But, yeah, Kellen just going in alone, has no vision there. He's trying desperately for any kind of vision.
Yeah, he has no vision. That's why he's trying to, as you say, going in looking for anything. But
so much time there from the side of Damwon. Now, you know, Duck Dom does have 2 kills, but it's just not really going to matter in this game as he is going to be absolutely pummeled. As in goes Carrier for the flash and hook once again. And this time we have a huge front line here for the side of T1. They are just dominating this fight. It is so one-sided. Canyon is able to get 1 kill, but that is a tiny consolation prize compared to what T1 have been able to garner in this game. Nuggery is caught out as well, and that will be Guma picking up yet another kill in this one. A full ace to T1.
T1 just dominating this series. I think it's all over but the crying now. I mean, the lead is 7,000 gold. You can just walk down mid, take this turret away. The bottom inhibitor is exposed, but we haven't even crested the 20-minute mark yet. The Baron hasn't even spawned. And T1 have such a lead with the Xin Zhao as well that the front line is crazy. The a whole weapon. He's a whole weapon behind with his zappy zap, shooty shoot fingers. Yeah. Draven has an axe, therefore he's 1 weapon behind. Draven's got multiple axes as
he's basically axe cop in this one.
Yeah. Wait until Pretzelhead shows up later. I don't think even Unibaby could save Damwon here.
No, I don't think so.
Look, I think that when you see the composition of Damwon and Kia in a game state like this and how far behind they are, it makes it look like their draft is bad. I think it was a weaker draft than T1's, and I think it had a lot of holes in the synergy between Olin, Silas, and late game Zeri. But it definitely does not function when the Zeri has 2 items here, when T1 can actually just delete people in 1 second. So Phantom Dancer is good for longer fights that there will never be in this game. It needs an Infinity Edge, and I don't know if we'll ever get to finish that one. T1 probably kills the Nexus.
10,000 gold ahead. T1 are basically just running at them right now. And Owner and Zeus showing a little bit of restraint. You know, they don't want to get too out of hand, but there is Infernal Soul at the moment. That's a nice Everfrost from Showmaker and a fantastic Ornhorn, but there's no follow-up here from the side of DK, as nice step charge, though, is going to deny it for just a bit. Zeus now getting isolated, and all of a sudden, I mean, bit by bit, the pieces are falling. How is this happening? Zeus is left out to dry, as T1 essentially say, we're not in a good enough position to fight this.
Yeah, if Dogdom gets this much time in a fight, there is the value in the Phantom Dancer.
How is this happening?
And Damwon and Kia are going to group up now and stop the Soul. And we basically just watched a miracle happen, so I hope you guys weren't hoping for anything, you know, in your
I'm a believer
lives.
now. Like, I don't know what is happening.
Teleport coming through from Faker. He's got an angle here.
Okay, Carrier, he's throwing out emotes. He's looking cool, but he's not going to look cool when he's dead. Now Faker, you know, he's got this angle, but the problem is finding value. In goes Owner. He's not going to get it. Orn gets it, of all people, as Faker does an insane amount of damage on the backside, and maybe T1 just clean up anyway, as eventually they will. It wasn't clean, but they did eventually take the fight here, as the cask is going to be good, and another kill will go into the hands of Guma, as now they can just run at the Baron.
And that is exactly what they will do. Carrier will respawn in 3 seconds. They get the full 5-man set. And that last fight was definitely not clean, and T1 didn't approach it very well. We'll watch it one more time here as T1 forward again and dying. I mean, even that I think Damwon and Kia would not necessarily be able to win the 5v4 fight if T1 are all at full health. Zeus is very tanky and difficult to kill. Party Caskin, bringing me back to some party casts we saw in 2021 in the top lane when it was a very weird Gragas meta. It is just T1 pushing down these waves here with 90 seconds on Baron. They lost the Drake, so you know they can just use this to grab Soul. Yeah, I don't know if they even necessarily need to. Look at Faker's angle here.
It's also LDR here for Duckdom, so it's not even like he hit his spike yet. He didn't go into Infinity Edge, so he's saying, well, there's some tanky members in the front line that I have to deal with first. So he goes for that, but means that he's not going to be chunking people just yet. Not that he would be at this point in the game, or he shouldn't be, as this is a nice Ornhorn. The front line is going to be isolated, but a massive cast from Zeus will get the job done, will disengage T1 off the back of this, but they still have a minute of Baron, and they're not really finding any inhibitors just yet.
Pressing guard value here for Owner. Preserves his perfect KDA, gets away. And yeah, Baron buff up, but they, you know, abduct, abscond scenario, and Showmaker steals a cask, and there's a trap. But Zeus has his choke controlled.
Yeah, they're trying to fight here, actually, our Damwon. They're moving up as 5 away from the base. And it looks like they want to go for picks, actually. Not sure if that's the play when your Zeri is you know, staring down at this Infinity Edge, but they really do not want to give away this Infernal Soul.
I mean, it's certain doom if they do, but...
Are they stuck between a rock and a hard place, Wolf?
Yeah, they are, Valdez.
Oh, no!
Okay, one last chance for Damwon Kia to extend this game.
Well, they're not going to get the great, that's for sure, as the Ornhorn, not quite as good as other times, as Ingo's owner, and the massive whirling death is just going to tear through them, but they get onto the back line. They're going to take out Kuma. They actually do get that one pick as Dugdom now with an ultimate here.
Zeri interstage left.
Yeah, I mean, it's 80 carry that's fed against 80 carry that's dead, as now Dugdom is trying to kite it out, but Owner is just incredibly strong. As you can begin to see the power of the Zeri, it's slowly coming online, but...
It's too little too late.
The TP behind as...
Yeah, Faker says, sorry, Dugdom, it's not your night.
Oh, I gotta... Okay, he's gonna zap him. Flashes in, he's gonna kill him! He's gonna kill Faker! Dugdom is going to live! And the TP does not work. Not in this one.
All right. And... I mean, yeah, IE, we thought maybe that would be enough. It's not quite. He picks up the crit cloak and the BF sword, so he's very close. And is this it? Yes, okay. So... Yep. He has a ton of damage with Extendo Beam leading into this Baron fight, potentially, but he does not have vision very much to aim it. That ward to the left of the Scuttle Crab is actually going to be his eyes as he rotates over here. But the question is, will he be here in time? Because T1, I mean, they do a lot of damage at this stage.
Yeah, the Barons should be 100% T1s, but Damwon Kia, they say, we've got a Zeri, we've got a Dream. Do they have the tools to get into this one? Depth charge on the Dugdom, he has to get away. The damage is not there from the Zeri for the entirety of this fight, and that should be enough. Carry is going to put an end to that one as Faker going to miss the charm here. He's on the run, but he's got his Zhonya's, and that should be enough. The barrel comes in, and he gets booped on the head with a big belly, and that will do it. It looked a little bit scary, but not really, because T1 were so far ahead, and they will eventually end this game.
Yeah, Dugdom said it was definitely not my fault that we lost this game. Let's just say, I'm over here trying to 1v9.
It's true.
I did what I could. I'm Zeri. I got 4 items, man. I mean, there's so much CC in this comp. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
T1 with their return to form tonight here at the end of regular season. After some shaky series against Nongshim, a loss to Live Sandbox, they come back in a big way here against old rivals Damwon Kia.